How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the DmtsRadio show. Today, we are brought to you by Palumbo's Jeweler, 438 Beast Main Street in New Britain, Connecticut.
Nice.
I have a very special guest with me today, Manuill.
It's popping.
How's it going, man?
Chilling. Thank you for the invite, man.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, anytime anybody's interested in speaking to me about my music, which is something I really love to do, you know, it's not only a privilege, it's like flattering as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because somebody's interested enough to want to know more.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. When I first ran into you and I started going back into your history, and I was like, this man been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
you know?
Man, I'm an old dude, man.
Well, you've been grinding.
Yes, sir.
And what really caught me was I didn't see it on your website recently, but it was a video you did a while ago. I think probably when you came home. And you were talking just about your life, you know. You put some pain in there.
Was it Behind the Unsigned?
Yeah. It was like a behind the scenes documentary kind of.
It was Behind the Unsigned. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That premiered on Fuse for 2 seasons on Fuse.tv.
Oh, okay.
Their digital platform.
Okay, yeah, no, that kind of got me like, wow. So I think that's when I actually, reached out to you.
Oh, dope.
And you sent me the music and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have your music spinning on the radio station, as we speak. Great music.
Thank you, man.
And I just want to touch on some things. I know you're from Danbury, Connecticut, and I just want to go back to when you was growing up.
When I really started taking it seriously was like. Probably, I put out my first project mixtape, which was Who's Manuill.
Okay.
That was 2004. I was in the street real heavy, and I was going to court, and I got caught up in something, and I got violated my probation. I had 4 years over my head. No, I had 7 years over my head, 5 years probation, which means they could give me 7 years for anything I do.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, because that's a whole nother thing. But they ended up giving me 4 years out of those 7 years that I owed them for some bullshit, honestly. But that's when that's when I started getting serious. And then when I came home, I was like, I'm going to be serious. But I wasn't that serious still. I was still mentally in the street and thinking, like, I need to get this money up first and then do this. But it ended up just getting me into more trouble.
The writing started.
The writing has been a long time coming. Yeah, like I've been writing lyrics since I was probably like 10 years old.
Okay.
Roughly, and started writing songs after my first prison or during my first bid, like when I was 17.
Okay.
That's when I started writing actual songs. That's when I was like.
Putting songs together.
Yeah, it was somebody in the cell next to me. We used to talk through the vents or whatever, and I was spitting for him, and it was like, "Yo, you got songs?" And I just had verses.
Yeah.
Like I could kill whatever cipher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't have no songs, and he was like an older dude, maybe 2 years older than me or whatever. There's like a prison that you're only to 18, 19. Is
like
the
an
highest
MYI
age.
or something.
That's exactly where it was.
Yeah.
So, he was schooling me a little bit, and I was like, nah, you right. And that's, I started writing songs and shit.
No,
so by the end of, that's when I came home, and I actually have a project now.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's something. It's not just me, I'm dope, I could spit.
Okay.
You know?
No, that's good. And I know some people have similar stories like that, going into the system, coming out, going back in, changing.
Very much so.
When you made that transition coming out, what was your mindset like to actually say to yourself, all right, I'm not going back in, and this is what I want to do? When did that actually happen?
It took a couple tries, man. I came home, I went back in. I came home, I went back in. There's probably 2 separate occasions that I did go back in. Like it was my first year was 2000 to 2001, and then it was 2004 to 2008. That's my longest. And that's when I really became the man that I am and learned about different aspects of life, no matter if I was in there or not. You know what I mean? I think I learned more in there than I did in the street. Because I learned things that were really important, and I learned to appreciate the things that I took for granted.
So what did you learn in there that you think was really important that you use now?
Among a lot of things, respect, and always had respect. I've never been like, I've been a knucklehead and I've been a little fucking dickhead in my life and whatnot. I could swear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And just ignorant and just like I know everything and nobody could, just ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, and it was bliss at that time. But I just learned to be respectful, man. Yeah. Please and thank you, and you know what I mean, because that went a long way in there, believe it or not.
Yes, yes.
Because you act like you hard. Yeah. They're gonna test you, and they're gonna test you regardless. But if you know what I mean, if you're really like putting yourself out there, it's for a reason, and they're gonna like that's not the way to go.
No, that's.
So I always just been humble and just keep my mind open. You know what I mean? Because I've met so many people with so much talent that's just wasted. Like literally, I got 50 years, and this dude has lyrics and songs, and it's amazing.
Yes,
I mean, not just this dude's good, fucking amazing. This is unbelievable. And he's here, and he's gonna be here long before. I mean, he was here long before I came, and he's gonna be here long after I'm gone.
Yeah, and you look at it too. Like I have an opportunity. He don't. So
I wish I would have kept in contact, and I wanted to. And things happen in life. It just takes the best of you, and you got to keep doing what you're doing, and whatever's good for you. You know what I mean? I deal with so much. But sometimes you gotta kind of like cut things off and like really focus, because if you're doing everything, you're not gonna do one thing to the fullest potential.
Absolutely.
And I've learned that, and I'm still learning that. Because I still stretch myself thin.
No, absolutely.
But I think it's called like it's needed.
In your music, I notice now, especially now, that you have a daughter. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
She's the best thing ever.
No, I already know. And your music now, I see that now that not only that you have her, which is beautiful, because I know now you want to make music that 10 years 15 years later down the road she can look and be like, okay, my dad really had real music. Right now there's a lot of anything going on in the music industry. You can put out anything, it has no substance to it, no art. You put art in your music.
Oh yeah.
What is the reason for it before your daughter? Is it the love of music, the love of hip hop, where it comes from, the history of it? It's being destroyed by people now. But I see you come in and you're like, well, I'm gonna stand on this, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deliver this message to the world.
Yeah. I could talk for days about that. We was on the way up here. We talking about it. It's like, my man Paul's. He always giving me jewels. He's like, yo, one of the first jewels he might have gave me, which I already knew, but I just didn't say it or I didn't hear it out loud. It's like, what makes your music special is it goes with the times of your life. Like you're talking about what you're doing currently, and you're expressing it in a way that a lot of people are gonna understand. And especially because you're going through it, it seeps through a little bit more because you're actually going through it. They could look in your eyes and know you're feeling it. Absolutely. Or not even look in your eyes, because back then it was you just hearing me.
Yes.
It wasn't as visual as it is nowadays. You know what I mean? It's therapy. It's
your music.
Yeah, it's. There's a lot of things I can't sit that. Like, unless I'm like drunk or something, I might spill my guts and I might cry, I might let it out. You know what I mean? Like, but there's, even with my wife to be, it's like, it's hard to sit down and really express myself and feel like I'm understood. And with music, I feel like.
You can do that?
I don't need to be understood. Like, because I feel like I'm talking to myself almost.
Yes.
I'm going through the motions. I'm like, you know what I mean? I listen to myself as a fan. I really do. Like, I sit in the car and I listen to myself like it's not myself.
Okay, got you.
And I appreciate it. And I'm like, damn, the people that are like me, which I hope is a lot, which doesn't seem like it is, but I hope that do take the necessary time to listen, because now it's surface. It's like, come, go, oh, that was cool. What was it?
Yep,
you don't even remember it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up to Pac. I grew up to motherfucking Nas and Big and Hove and L and people really talking about stuff. Like, and some of them wasn't talking about nothing, but it still stuck. Because I was going through that, and I thought nothing was everything.
You can relate.
You know, I was on the street, and I'm into the drugs, selling drugs, guns. I'm into all that. Like, this is my life.
Yes.
So I appreciated it for that. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't like I went to the theater and I saw this. It was in front of me. I could touch it. It could kill me. It sent me to prison for years. It cut me. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's a lot of everything. A lot of pain, a lot of love, a lot of passion.
There's joy, there's everything. And I think that's what makes my music special, because I could sit here and be braggadocious and be like, yo, I'm this nice.
Yes.
Or I could sit here and be like, yo, I felt this pain, and I think you might have felt that too.
Yeah.
And be able to, you know what I mean? I've made grown men cry.
Yes.
You know, in prison.
Yeah.
Literally, and it was awkward, and I'm looking at him like, yo, you good? And keep going, bro.
Because they can feel it.
They really feel it.
You had in the song, what is it? Tell Me That You Love Me.
Oh, it's Love Me.
It's called Love Me.
Yep.
So you said in there, tell me that you love me. One day you're gonna need her. One day you're gonna need me.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna need him. What do you take from that when you was writing those lines?
That was me trying to deliver more than me. You know what I mean? Me trying to make it more than just me. Because most of my music is about me.
Yeah.
Very personal, or whatever it is. Even if it's the braggadocious shit, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't fuck with me. Period.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't need validation from anything. That's how I feel. That thug shit, that sentimental, emotional, it's all me. It's there's a lot of different facets or aspects to my character, and I think the music is the best way to kind of use all of it, because I have my times with my people where I'm having a good time and I'm chilling and it's jokes. I make them laugh like I'm a comedian, just like they do with me.
Yeah.
Or there's times where I feel like shit and I can't hide it.
Absolutely.
You know, and and I try to hide it, and I'll give a smile. I'll try to give a joke, but you know the difference.
Yeah.
So it's basically what I'm giving in life. I'm giving in my music, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you got to respect it. I respect it.
Thank you.
You know, it's all about, you know, bringing that real sound back. You know, not even really bringing it back, but just keeping it here. Because it's and when you look at it, it's two separate lanes when it comes to
it really is
the music. Correct.
I get some. I don't even know like ages, but I get you know, even DMs from some people and like, yo, you got some real dope like 90s bars. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not 90s bars. It's bars.
Yeah.
It's music. It's my feelings. It's my thoughts. It's my views. And you know, as I grow older, I can't keep talking about the same things I have, or I got to talk about it in a different way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And especially now, I got my daughter, and she's gonna be like, she's a smart girl already. Like, even 6 months, 7 months, and I'm in the literally I bring her to work with me, and I record at work. It's the studio, it's the graphic, it's the printing, it's all there. You know what I mean? So if I don't got nothing to do in the front, I bring her to the back with me. I spit some things. Yeah. And she I literally I could see it, and I was rapping. I had bought the Chaotica eyeball, so I don't have to be in the booth. I just got it around the mic, and I'm like, spitting. And then I just stopped, and you know, she's crawling around, rolling around or whatever. I stopped, the music stopped. She's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what? She's trying to battle me, like, what's going on here?
And your company, you know, tell us a little bit about that. You know, how that all came about, and balancing that with your music, and being an entrepreneur, business owner. You know,
it's not easy, but it's well worth it. I literally paused Angelo. He made the logo in like, I want to say 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean? It was like we was talking about because the possibility presented itself as me going to look for T-shirts for a show.
Okay.
And things like that for a show. I was like, yo, we can make our own T-shirts. He was a designer to begin with. He'd been a designer, so it's like, yo, we can make our own stuff. Like why not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Before, like right now, it's super popular.
Yes.
Back then, it was probably on the edge of being popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the owners of the place, they were like, you want to buy it? Like, we're pretty much done here.
They wanted to sell it.
They wanted to sell it, and I thought they was kidding, and they was for real. And, I dwelled on it for a while. I ended up coming up with a business plan. I talked to my uncle, and my uncle talked to my father. Like we all, blah, 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 one thing led to another, and they, my father ended up being the man that he always is, looking out for me, putting the money up front for me to do it.
Nice.
And I'm still there. It's been 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah,
wow,
a little over
great.
6 years.
That's great.
And
did you go to any business school? How you learned
No,
all
I went
this process?
to Man Up 101. You know what I mean? My man Paul's like, he's instrumental in
what's up, Paul.
in
Shout out to Paul.
In that, he's like, I went to college in MVCC. I took a graphic design course or whatever, but I learned what I mostly learned. I learned from him, and then
Nice.
off of that, I taught myself in YouTube videos, just like he taught himself. You know what I mean? So, things happen for a reason, man.
Absolutely.
And it's so dope that I could sit here and talk about that, because it's like, it's like the puzzles fall into place. And, right now we're talking about it. It's like, I was kind of, I don't want to get into it, but I was let down on something this past week or whatever. And it's like, what can we do? It's like, fuck it, we gotta keep moving. Like,
yeah. Okay.
I don't mind doing this. It's not a waste of time. This is not a waste of time for me.
Yes.
I'm not making no money. We're not making no money.
Yep,
You're not making no money. It's like, this is for the love of the shit.
You love it. You love what you do.
Yeah, I'm here, and you know what I mean? Like, for somebody to be interested in what the fuck I'm doing is like a blessing in itself.
Absolutely.
This shit being recorded, my daughter can see this.
Yes. Yes.
She see my growth.
Yes. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah.
It's about our kids. It's about the next generation. It's about leaving.
I'm about to be 36 in January. I'm not ashamed of being an old dude. Like, at least I look, halfway decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a little, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look 40 years old or nothing, but not to say that being older, like, I'm happy to be older. I'm like, it was a struggle. I was depressed.
Yeah.
I still get depressed, but my life back then, like, it was a crying on listening to my own music, crying. Driving home, not happy with life, and I'm making money. I got fucking dollars in my pocket. Nice car. I got TVs in the whip. Like, but I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy. I'm happy now.
You happy now?
But I want more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like the things that I do speak, the music that I do put out, it could fucking help.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yes. Absolutely. I agree.
And, that's what I want to keep it as. I talk about ignorant shit, but I talk about it in a way that we need to learn from that ignorant shit.
Yeah. I do hear your lyrics, and you speak about things that people need to hear. You just put it in the form of art.
Throw me in bars, man.
No, that's good. That's good.
Like,
absolutely.
Each one teach one. Like, this is the mentality I have now. It's like, I see my man going down the wrong route. Hopefully, I have enough confidence in myself to tell him, like, yo, my brother.
Yes.
Come on, man. We 36.
Huh?
Like, come on. Are we gonna do it or are we not gonna do it? Because people come and go, and some people come, go, and then come back, and then go, and then come back. But like, man, I keep doing it.
That's what's up.
No matter what.
And how about the, as far as your project that you have coming out, or you just released the project?
That I sample So What?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the re-release. I put two
re-release.
new joints on there, but it's an older joint. 2012, 2013, I put it out. And that comes from my brother Firstborn. He came out with the I Sample So What. It was an instrumental CD. Pure Fire. 1 and 2. Go check that.
Yep.
Probably Dat Piff and whatnot. Excuse me. So it was only natural for me to be like, yo, let me grab, several of these joints and put out the Manuill edition. That was his first instrumental CDs. So it was like, I
okay.
felt it, it would be an honor to just, like, this is how we've been rocking. Let me put out my shit.
Got you.
On the same beats you gave everybody else.
Yep.
You didn't change anything for me. I took those same beats from that CD or computer or whatever, and that's what I rocked out to. And I made an album of it. And nobody else did that. And honestly, at least 5 other people should have did that. Like real MCs. Yeah. Like you're gonna get a project for free. It's dope. Why not?
Yeah.
You want to? It's about putting music out there.
Yeah, it's about the
and
content.
I'm not making like dollars like that. Like I'm making cents right now.
Yeah.
Cents. Like sense in both meanings.
Yeah.
Both meanings. You know what I mean? I log into my TuneCore. I'll be like, oh, I got $2 more. Yeah. But it motivates me. It ain't much, but it motivates me.
Absolutely.
That $2 could be 200.
Yeah.
That 200 could be 200,000.
Yes, absolutely.
So I just wanted to keep motivating me,
and
man.
grinding.
Like,
That's what's up, man.
And at the end of the day, it's like now more than ever, like I would do verses on the strength if I liked or we worked out with each other. Now I'm not doing that unless you got a bigger buzz than I do. I'm not giving you a verse.
Yeah.
I need to charge for it because
absolutely.
I could just be putting my own shit out and
Yeah.
pushing that shit.
Yep.
Unless you're gonna get a video and you got a plan for it, then I'm with it because I want to be a part of something that's doing something.
Yes.
I've recorded so many fire verses for 2 handfuls amount of people at least that never went nowhere. That never even saw the light of day. It's like, what did I take that? Some verses take me an hour. Some verses take me a day. Some a week. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
it's time though.
Yeah, and it's your time. As professionals, you should be compensated for your art. You know, and that's just.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
No, that's what's up.
I don't. And I tell people like, look, I ain't gonna charge you an arm and a leg, but I do gotta charge something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So going to the scene where we're at now, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
We're trying to. A lot of artists, a lot of people coming up, and you're trying to break through. What's the direction and what's the scene right now for our hip hop scene in Connecticut?
It's hard for me to say because I don't pay too much attention. Just because I got so much on the plate, I'm dealing with so much, and if something does make it to my eyesight and it's dope, best believe I'll repost it. I don't even care. Like you rapping and the shit's fire, like. There has been, but if it moves me in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't found much that moves me in that way. There's a lot of dope artists that I could fuck with that I you know what I mean? That some I'll vouch for. But nobody's moved me in a way it was like, wow, like I need to make something happen with this person. Or at least show my support in a strong way.
So as far as the unity part that other states actually have. When you come into the area of Connecticut, it's
hard, man. Sometimes it's hard to get unity within your crew, let alone a fucking state. And that's unfortunate, but that's a part of it. And
what you think we're missing though? Because it does happen.
There's no leader. I think that might be it. There's no leader, and I never thought to. Like I've been a leader.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? And when I think of leading, I don't think of. It's so hard to say because I'm not saying it in the right way. I'm trying to think.
I kind of think I understand what you mean.
Like we're lacking a leader, and I know I could be the leader, but circumstances and situations or whatever it has. What have you? It could be that I don't have the confidence to do it. It could be, like social media.
Yeah.
For instance, I was seeing it today on an interview. I think it was Jadakiss and Fab actually, and it was like, somebody wish you a happy birthday on Facebook, but they won't text you or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like. I know I could use social media in another way, and I could show a lot more of me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more to me than what I do show.
Yep.
Because what I do show is what I do, and I spit bars, and I fucking put the shit up there, and this is what I do. I don't want to, you don't need to know what the fuck I'm eating. Like, you don't need to know what I'm drinking and how many niggas I'm with and this, that, and the third. Like, you don't need to know none of that. I spit hot fuego flames.
Absolutely.
And this is what you're here for, I assume. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't know.
No, I get you.
The stigma of social media kind of makes me shy away from being all I could be on social media. If that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's oversaturated.
Yeah, and it's like this nigga's going up here to be, you know, like I don't give a fuck what people think, but I do, because everybody does. It's in some shape, form, whatever. No matter what they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't, and I do what I want to do. But there is aspects of it, it's like, I don't want to be seen as that.
Yeah.
I see how these people look.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be looked at as that.
Yes, I got you. 100%.
You know, I might have went like 100 miles around the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No. Trust me, I get it.
It's crazy.
It makes 100% sense what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I see it's like you trying to put your finger on it, but you want people to understand, like, I don't mean this, I mean that.
Yeah.
Like when you say missing a leader, not people feel like they can't follow.
Yeah.
Or they feel like they need to be first. Hold on, I need to be first. You want to make it, or you the best thing? Hold on, let me make it first, and then you can go. So it's everybody's like, hold on, but let me get there first. I'm here. And to the point where everybody's just stumbling down. It's like that genuine leader that's filled with wisdom that can say, listen, we need to move like this because this is how this state is moving, and they work together even though it don't look like it. And if we can work together, and as artists and actresses and actors and photographers and videographers and producers, then look what we can build. You know, and I think that's where we need to come in, and it's not everyone's job, and everyone do not want to do it. You understand? Like you said, you know, maybe I don't have the confidence, or maybe I don't have the time or the energy or just the put in. I do what I do. I spit bars, I run my business, and if that's what I gotta keep, and I look at that like, again, like I said in another interview, you're a piece of a puzzle, just like everyone else is a piece of a puzzle.
Exactly.
And if we all can take those pieces and put
together,
the puzzle together, then we have a picture.
That's real.
You know, but and that's why I built this platform. I was an artist too. I've been writing since I was 9 years old. Yeah. A lot of music. I'm an author now. You know, I put my words into a book. But I kind of step back and say, you know what? It's either I'm going to jump in the pool and try to be an artist, or I'm going to step back and see if I could build an independent platform for artists, photographers, authors.
Devote their life to that, to knowing what you want so bad that you believe whatever you need to, whatever they're trying to sell you. You know what I mean? And that, you know, I'm jaded for shit like that because I've been through and I've learned through the hard way. You know what I mean? I'm not there no more. That's why I'm like, yo, whatever. I'm gonna just do what I do. I love doing what I do, and let's keep it moving.
Absolutely.
You're gonna come to me with some shit. If it's worth it, then let's rock. I'm with it. If not, then fuck you. Whatever. I don't care. If you're here to waste my time, I'm gonna see through it, and I'm scrap that. Whatever.
At the end of the day, like you said, it's you need to focus on you, and if you feel that you're fit to do that particular thing, then go and do it. If you feel you're fit to do what you do, then you go and do it. At the end of the day, until things happen. But at the end of the day, just keep moving, keep doing something. People think.
Go with your heart, and that's it. You can't go wrong. You go with your heart, and you're gonna get hurt sometimes. You gotta expect that. But it's like anything else. If I'm fighting every day, I'm gonna get my ass whooped a couple times out the week. You know what I mean? Like, it's a part of life, and you got to take the good with the bad, and it's like, let's keep it moving, regardless. Shit didn't go my way last night. All right, what I'm gonna do? I might be down a little bit, but I gotta get up. I gotta go to work. I gotta make this money. I'm gonna make more music. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Raise my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, these are the important things. Fuck the bullshit.
Absolutely. Just coming up.
Don't listen to nobody. You get to an age where you know what's what. You know what's wrong. You know what's right. This person's telling you this. This person's trying to lead you that way. It's like you need to make your own decisions at some point in your life. And some are sooner than others. So you need to come to terms with that and be like, yo, is it that time? Bang. All right, I could take this, I could take that. This good shit, I'm gonna take it. This bad shit, I'm gonna take it. But I'm gonna use it to make me better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I as a youth, I like the street. I like the drug dealers. My father was a hardworking man. He never been in the street his life ever. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's who I should have been looking up to. But I was looking up to, you know, because I was
cool guy
hip hop and,
right?
you know, like I'm living this shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to be real as fuck, and I was. And now it's like, all right, now I'm here, and I've wasted some years, but they weren't really wasted because I am happy with who I am right now. You know what I mean? And I know I could be so much better in every way possible, fucking physically, mentally, spiritually, lyrically. Like, there's only room for improvement. Yeah. And I just got to keep diligent and keep making that improvement. And as long as I do that, I'm happy.
Absolutely. And what do you want just the world to get from your whole message at the end of the day?
Man, I want them to get me. At the end of the day, that would be cool. You know what I mean? If they understand me and you know what I mean? They look deeper into it and be like, yo, maybe he meant this or maybe he meant that. Because everybody's going to take it in a different way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They're going to take those words and they could use it in a negative manner or a positive manner.
Yeah.
And I just want them to take it and be like, yo, it's one of hip-hop's elite. You know, I want to be up there with the Nas's and the Hoves because I feel I have that potential to be.
Absolutely.
Not just because it's like the thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel and I don't tell these things just to myself. I've heard it.
Yes.
From fans. I've heard it from family. I've heard it from strangers.
Yeah.
I've seen people in the club and be like, yo, look at me like almost crying. Like,
they can
weird shit. Like, I be fucked up. I don't know if it's just me then.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, no, real
seriously.
strange things and be like, wow, I would have never expected that.
Yeah. Cause you act when you act like a professional, you get treated like a professional.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is.
It's true.
You know, you're putting 100% in what you do. You're putting passion. You're putting love. So when you put that in, people see it from the outside, and that's all it is. When I listen to your music, and I don't even listen to your music probably literally for like 3 weeks ever since I met you.
Yeah.
But I've been on it yesterday. I've been on it today, and I'm going back in history, and I'm like,
There's
and
so
I
much
can
shit
see
you're gonna
the
just
growth.
pick apart. Yeah,
but I can see the growth, though. You know, I can see the maturity. You know, and I know that your lyrics, you're writing lyrics for a reason. You're not just writing. You know, and that's what's important.
It's my therapy, man. I gotta let it out somewhere.
No,
you know,
that's what's up.
You hold shit in and you can't talk to somebody, and which I felt a lot of my life, and I am what's the word? But you know, I talk about my feelings. I'm not afraid about that. I'm not afraid. I'll cry. I'll whatever. If it call like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? And you can't hold it against me. And that's how I always been. And I don't. You know what I mean? I don't care what people think.
Absolutely. Just keep going.
Yeah.
No,
period.
That's what's up. That's
you
what's
know?
up.
They've been like, nigga talking about Connecticut, I got us for 20 years. Great. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I'm repping this shit. What's up?
Yeah. You do have some sort of love for where you come from.
Of course. Yeah,
absolutely.
I rep this shit.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
That's what's up, man. And the website, you know, give everybody the website.
Manuill.com. Manuill. Manuill.com. Everything's up there. Reach out to me. Let me know what you think. Whatever, man. I'm here.
He got it. You know.
But yeah.
Give me a shout out.
Connecticut, I got us. Shout out to everybody that fucks with me, man. Shout out to my people that's here. Davisito, Pause, like we in the building, like they rode out with me. Shout out to O. Shout out to First. All my people that are there and they believe in me. Kentron, like came out with me the other night. With like, you know what I mean? These, like my brothers still believe in me, and it's been so long, and they know I'm getting better, but they know it's getting harder, and but they still rocking out with me.
That's
man.
what's up. Loyalty, man.
Yeah, man.
Grind together, work together, make it together.
Definitely.
That's what it's all about.
Hell yeah.
And for my supporters out there, I want to thank you again for watching the DMTS Radio Show. Be sure to download the DMTS Radio Music app. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Thank you again. Manuill.
Manuill.
Sound the alarm! Legend, what up? Early morn, late night, eyes eyes red, break light. Used to play the street pumping poison like a snake bite. Now I'm out to make right, getting gear, take flight. Heaven on earth, really trying to reach a great height. Pick my people up, I ain't never been the fake type. Always broke bread, I ain't never held my plate tight. Bring it on, I'll treat a big weight light. More than you can chew, I'll take a bite like a great white. Grief starter, make your favorite rapper hate light. When it come to beef, my blade sharper than a steak knife. Cut through it, chew it, and devour that. A cat to commit a coward act and be proud of that. Real, they thinking it's just a style of rap. So my flow go over heads like a shower cap. Time is money, none. Tell me how is that? Money come and go, you can never get an hour back.